Hey, I'm gonna give you guys two quick stories, man. I changed hats because I was making this bodybuilding videos for you guys. How I'm doing my meal plans, and I want to find this video quick, right? So, first story: how I found the Lord. How, not really how I found the Lord, but when I first seen the Lord, right? Like, I don't know, I don't know how to explain it. I'm just gonna tell you a story, right? So here I am, a buck star. I'm in Kuwait, 2020, no, it was 2018, right? And I was doing Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, BJJ. Shout out to Major. I don't remember your name, but your first name is Michelangelo. He was my sparring partner, and this certain day he wasn't there. Cool. So I was sparring this new guy. Now I'm new to the BJJ world, and I'm getting. If I ever get in submission, I'm like, you gotta put me to sleep. That's the wrong answer, but you're gonna have to put me to sleep, right? So yeah. So the guy put me in a rear naked choke. We spar. We have like 5 minutes sparring. Now other people around us are sparring too. So like it's like we're in a big group. So long story short, he gets me in a rear naked choke. I ain't tapping, and I remember going out and my body hit the ground. So consciously, I woke up and I was in. I want to say I was in heaven. Like if you don't believe in anything, pretend, right? But I know for certain there's a God. I know for certain there's a heaven, and I believe what I believe. But anywho, I get up there and there's a podium and a man is standing there. And I want to say it was Jesus. I couldn't see his face, but things I've seen of Jesus, my brain depicts that it puts that face to this person. So anywho, I was a Bucks aren't back in this time E5. So I'm up there, right? I'm in line, and then there's nobody in front of me in line. I see this guy at the podium. He's sitting like this, and looks up at me. He comes up to me, and he looks at me like this. Does one of these numbers here? If you know, you know. He does those numbers here, and he's like, "It ain't your time." And he does like this, push me. And I remember doing this number here, trying to grab onto something, but I'm falling. Right? I'm looking at this cloud. In the Bible, it says the devil fell from heaven like lightning. Right? I wasn't falling that fast, but I was falling fast. Right? So as I'm falling, I hear woof, 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 woof. And as I'm falling, it sounds like, I don't know how to explain it. It sounds like where there's a building, there's a small gap, and there's a building again. You hear that woof sound. So I'm hearing that woof, 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 woof. Like I'm just falling, like maybe like an elevator falling between like levels, right? So as I'm doing that, I'm going faster and faster and faster. And then before the last woof, when it was going really, really fast, I started to come to, and that woof, woof, woof was my heart. It was because we were sparring. So my heart was like woof, 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 woof. So as I came up to, my guy's like, "Hey, you good?" I said, "Yeah, good. I'm good. Let's continue to spar." So we sparring, and yeah. So I think in 2018 in Camp Arif John Zone 6 in Kuwait, I think that's the first time I seen Jesus, and he was just like, "Hey, ain't your time yet?" And pushing me. He had that book, and that book had to be the Lamb of Life, right? So that's what I believe. I'm always gonna stay to it. It wasn't my time for judging back then. I've only shared this story twice in my life, right? So you guys are getting a sweet treat. I don't know why I decided to share it now, but I always get that in my heart. So that was a great opportunity to know like what I believe is real, is true. And if you think about it, people, no disrespect, but I ain't never heard nobody say, I passed out or I got in an accident and I saw Allah, right? Or I saw Buddha, or I saw Joseph Smith, I saw Confucius. It's always I saw Jesus, right? Hey, hey, that's all I gotta say. I'm gonna leave it at that. Believe what you want to believe, and we'll cross the road. We'll cross that road, right?